So what is the real job of HR anyway? I mean, it's a question that can seriously make or break a company. So today we're going to cut through all the noise, bust some myths, and figure out what HR really should be doing to drive success in today's world. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's not waste any time. Take a look at these four options. Which one feels right to you? Like, what's the real strategic role of HR today? A, B, C, or D? Lock in your answer. We're going to explore all of them and see if you're right. So let's kick things off with the classic view of HR, the administrator. We're talking about that idea that HR is just a giant pile of paperwork and red tape. But is that really the whole story? And that, of course, brings us right to our first option, option A, the idea that HR is just about payroll and routine stuff. And look, a lot of people still think this way, but honestly, it's a total relic of the past. I mean, don't get me wrong. Payroll, all those administrative tasks, they're absolutely critical. Someone's got to do it, right? But here's the thing. Focusing only on that stuff, it's like saying a world-class chef's main job is just washing the dishes. Yeah, the dishes have to get done, but it totally misses the point of their real talent and value.
And this right here, this shows you the huge shift we're talking about. On one hand, you've got old school HR. It's reactive. It's seen as just a cost center, basically running around putting out fires. But then you've got strategic HR, and that's proactive. It's a value driver. It's all about pushing the company toward its biggest goals. But, when companies get this wrong, it can lead to some pretty major strategic mistakes. So let's dive into a couple of these common traps. Okay, next up, we've got option C. This is the idea that HR should just step in and start making decisions for the line managers. This is a classic case of trying to fix a problem and just going way too far in the other direction.
And let me tell you, this is a huge strategic mistake. Why? Because it just creates conflict and confusion. It strips away ownership from the people who are actually leading the teams. See, the real goal of strategic HR isn't to take power away from managers, it's to empower them. HR's job is to be a partner, a coach. They should be providing the data, the tools, and the support to help those line managers become even better leaders.
All right, and that brings us to our last myth here, option D. Just outsource all of your recruitment activities. And you can see why it sounds tempting, can't you? Hey, let's just hand this big, difficult task over to someone else. But whoa, this can be a major, major trap. Look, outsourcing can be a great tool for certain roles, for sure. But handing over your entire talent strategy, that is a massive risk. Think about it. The people you hire literally define the future of your company. Losing that direct connection, that control, it can be a critical mistake.
Okay, so we've established what it's not. It's not just about paperwork. It's not about taking over from managers. And it's not about just outsourcing the whole shebang. So what is the real job of HR? It's all about being a true strategic partner to the business. And boom, here it is, the right answer. The true role of strategic human resource management is aligning all of your people practices with the company's grand strategy. And why? For one big reason, to build a competitive advantage. So let's unpack that a little. So how does this actually work in the real world? It's not magic. It's a pretty logical three-step process. First, HR has to deeply understand the business strategy. Where are we going? What are our goals? Second, they use that knowledge to design all the HR systems. We're talking recruitment, training, compensation. Everything has to support that strategy. And third, they execute. They use those systems to attract, motivate, and retain the exact right people to win. And you see how all of this funnels down to one single ultimate goal? Building a real, sustainable competitive advantage. It's about building a team that is so good, so aligned, so motivated that your competition simply can't keep up. And listen, this isn't just some high-level business school theory. This has a tangible impact on everyone in the company, day in and day out. Because at the end of the day, it's about building a team that actually wins. And when a company really gets this right, the results are, well, they're incredible. You see better talent staying longer, you see more innovation bubbling up, productivity goes through the roof, and yeah, profitability follows. It all stems from creating a strong, intentional culture that's built to succeed.
This table, I think, just lays it all out perfectly. Just look at the difference here. Take recruitment. Traditional HR is just trying to fill an open seat. Strategic HR is hiring talent for where the company is going in 2, 3, 5 years. You can see it across the board. It's a fundamental shift from just focusing on internal processes to truly being a business partner. It's a total, complete mindset shift.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. Think about your own workplace. Is your HR team building real strategic value, or are they kind of just counting paper? It's a really important question to ask. Thanks for watching.